Afternoon or evening, people that like Dota 2. We are with a match of Dota 2, and it is a match for Star Series Season 3, and these two teams are really not wasting any time banning out or picking here or doing the draft. They are really on a roll. First, before I have any comments about that, of course, normal disclaimer, I am not an official English caster for Star Series. For the official casts, you can check out Own TV and find there the people that are official casters. There is, however, no official cast for this match, only a Russian official cast that you actually can find at Villet. Villet is casting this match right now. So let's see who's picking what so far. We have got bans. We've already are in the second ban phase. Let's go over them really fast. Darkseer, Enigma, Rubik, Naga, Siren, Lycan, and Morphling. The only really thing that we notice there is the Enigma being banned out already. We have the Lone Druid in the meantime for Evil Geniuses already banned out, and they managed to pick up the Leshrac Chaos Knight combination, the dual lane that we know is very strong, so they'll be going with that. With the Chen being picked up as well, having that jungle hero secured. At the same time, we have Dare picking up the Tidehunter as well as the Nature's Prophet and the Invoker, so having that push as well as counter push as well as team fight. So they are not going for those very strong lanes right now, rather going for that mid game and for that pushing lineup. And yeah, that is. I hope. Can you actually tell me that I'm actually back again? That I'm actually streaming, because of course I just had a quick restart, so I'm not really sure that you actually can hear me right now, which I hope you can. We have a TA as well as a Venommaster ban out and a Dragonite pick up for EG, and we have of course still the Broodmother ban out as well. And I have to say, Dragonite and Chaos Knight in the same team is not something that you see very often. Thank you for confirming that you can hear me. Chaos Knight and Dragonite kind of fulfill the same role in my eyes. Of course, Dragonite can push a bit hard. Well, actually, having said that, no, they can both push with their Dragon form and with their Phantasm as well. They have both a very solid stun and long stun as well. And I do not have music on right now. I don't have music on, so that is not that. But yeah, it is. It is unorthodox to see them at the same team, but I am curious to see how it will work out. Of course, Leshrac will have an even easier time to stun because she doesn't only have, or he doesn't only have to wait for the Chaos Knight stun, but Dragon Knight stun is just as good for that one. And we actually have no BDIS standing in for this one, but it is Stankers. We actually no idea who that is, but we'll find out that later. At the same time, we're waiting for the fourth pick of Dare coming out right now. Let's see, they have got Teamfight, they've got a solo lane mid, Nature's Prophet, probably either solo lane or maybe jungle still, of course. The Chen is already in the jungle for EG. Maybe they want to go for an Enchantress, but that has really not been all that much. And having said that, I mean, yeah, I don't think they want to go for that Enchantress, but who knows, maybe they'll surprise us. At the same time, they don't really have that carry yet that EG has, the Chaos Knight, Dragonite. Anti-Mage is still in the pool, but he will take too long to be big. They need to have something that can be of more impact earlier on in the game, and Dragonite and Chaos Knight, they're already ready to fight at level like 8 or 10 or something, so you have to have something that can do stuff at the same time. Maybe Queen of Pain, but then again, the heroes on EG are a bit too tanky, maybe. I'm just taking you along on my train of thought right now, by the way. It's just rambling. But maybe that's how Dare thinks about it now too. They go, wow. Okay, so they decided, let's go for team fight. I mean, if you get a good combination on, that is with a with the Fatal Bonds, with the ulti from Warlock, with the Ravage, that's gonna be, even though those heroes on EG are quite tanky, that's gonna be a lot of damage. And for the people in the chat speculating, it is it is expected that JO is gonna be 007, but nobody has confirmed it, and officially it's not yet there, so we don't know yet for sure until it's actually out, but it is a guess that it is JO. We have an Omni Knight pickup as well by AG, another hero that we don't see all that much, and right now, imagine a lineup from AG where they are level 8 on level 9. You will have a Chen, who will have been farming up his mechanism. You will have his Omni Knight with all the levels up then. There's the Mirana carry for Dare. We'll have the Leshrac, which will be pushing. We'll have the Phantasms. We'll have all the stuns at max level. And they start pushing. 5 heroes versus the lineup of Dare. And of course Dare has the counter push coming off from the Invoker as well as the Nature's Prophet. But they can heal themselves every single time. The team fight that is going to be happening, it is... I don't think it's going to be enough. I think EG can just at some point start pushing and just not back down until they got the throne. But we'll see. We'll see if they're actually going to be able to do that. We have, in the meantime, EG on the Radiant side. We are going to have Bidis, so he did change his name there. What? Okay, so it is indeed Leshrac that is Bidis. Okay, so nothing really out of the ordinary here with Bidis on Leshrac, 006 obviously. We have got the Chen being played by Melk. He is, of course, on the Chen there going into the jungle. Fear is going to be on the Dragonite with Demon going to be on the Omni Knight. And 007 guessed to be Jo, but still 007 until notified otherwise. It is going to be on the Chaos Knight. And we're going to see him laning probably together with this Leshrac. With the Omni Knight together with the Dragonite potentially, and I like his axe. Does he have a different axe? Yeah. Hammer of Holy Words. It looks a bit like an instrument, but then on a stick. You know, I don't know the English word for that instrument that you see gypsies play a lot. Can I say that? Like the one that goes back and forth that you just pull out and push back in again. Anyway, it is
invisibility.
It is the army of knights. Holy cow. Omni Knight, Dragon Knight, Chaos Knight, and then you have... Chen is riding something, you can call him a knight, and of course Leshrac is something that he is. Like, he is already a horse. It's probably the horse of Omni Knight and he fell off. And then it would be working out. And then you had, like, cavalry. Oh, that is nice. That is nice. Okay, well, never mind that. Let's check out who's playing what on their side. We have got the Invoker in the mid lane, this time with a face. Yay!
Excited of you.
And he is going to be played by Nowhere, who is on that mid lane. Top lane is going to be by Fear by himself. He is not being assisted by anything. He is by himself. Will get harassed here by Sava. Doom on the Warlock. Will heal himself, get some harassment done. In return, we have Nose playing the Mirana. And the other person on the trial lane is going to be Grumpy on the Tidehunter. And the jungle, we'll see the Nature's Prophet indeed. He's going to be played by Hawkeye. And that will mean that this bottom lane is entirely empty because they just left that one alone. Nature's Prophet in the jungle, trial lane top, and 1 mid. That is the way that Dare is going to go for it. And oh, we see Penance up again. That is nice. Penance are purchasable. Still, and of course it got changed that you can now also get items with that. With your penance again, now not only for the international games, but just for all tournament games out there. So that is why we see the numbers, even though I have to say that not that many watching that have actually got those pennants. So I would suggest you buy the ticket. In the meantime, we might have a firm blood here. There's only Knight, he can't move! He heals himself, but he doesn't have any place to go. Marana picked the first blood, something that you do not want to see. At the same time, for him, it is a matter of getting levels there. Okay, he didn't do that either, still level 1. Well, that is a shame. Because if he can get levels, that is fine. I mean, Knight's already back inside his top lane. He didn't waste any time and make sure he gets some last hits now as well. And of course that experience. He's now level 6. Too much delay from there. And I don't know why he is saying that too much delay. Because we are on the Europe server, I would imagine. But we're going to see if that's actually... Oh, we can't actually see that, can we? No, we can't. Too much Knights. Yep, that is the case. Chaos Knight, Omni Knight, Dragon Knight. Holy Knight. Horse of a Knight that doesn't have a Knight anymore. Or he merged with his Knight. And now he is 1. Oh well, let's just not go there. That's not even funny. Yeah, I think what the chat just said is indeed correct. It is a Europe competition, so they have decided that all games shall be played on Europe servers. I believe that that was the official call out, so we are having EG slightly as a disadvantage there. Dragon Knight in the meantime got level 4, able to throw some harassment down to this Invoker, but at the same time Invoker is going for that quest, so he's pretty tanky. Even oh, there he goes. I was gonna say, even didn't spec anything into his Vex yet, but now he did, so he has some extra spells to throw around. And I mean, I am still quite surprised that we see Chaos Knight just free farming, and we have seen a Chaos Knight free farming before earlier this week, and that Chaos Knight was not something you really wanted to run into. And his Omni Knight level 3 right now. I mean, we will see him reach level 6 at some point, which will be maybe around the time when this Chaos Knight is level 8 and when this Chen is level 6, when he has his mechanism. Oh, in the meantime, TP Relation Prophet, Cool Snap going off, a Dragon Knight fairly tanky, and a double damage rune. And this would be a bit too risky to go in on. He might have turned around and maybe have TPs coming for himself as well, so they leave that one as, well, he still has bottle charges as well, so should be fine. Medium last hits for these two, 14 for 3 on the Knight, and 14 for 4 on the Invoker, so very, 16 for 3, yeah, very even still on this middle lane, which is not something you would expect from a melee versus range lane, but then again, Fear is quite tanky on that Dragon Knight, so should be, is actually fine. And with that bottle that he's a bottle crowing right now, he is able to throw out that burst to get some secure last hits there as well. In the meantime, we see Chaos Knight, who should be pretty high. He's 27 for 7, no surprise. He doesn't have anybody on his lane right now, and we're even going to see Shrek now helping to push the lane, even a last hit, and it looks like they have enough of this free lane, and they want to go for a tower. There's level 2 Edict, but they're pushing this lane, they want to go for it, and we have got the Chen coming down there as well, Wildkin helping out. In the meantime, Omni Knight, pretty tough position, but that's going to be a tier 1 tower for a tier 1 tower. Both teams having something to push on. The only difference is that Omni Knight is getting experience from this, is still on his lane, because there's 4 people pushing on this tier 1 tower bottom, top, and 3 on the tier 1 tower bottom. So that is experience going the way of EG. Overall, Omni Knight repelled himself, is going to be able to back out. Tower will drop regardless, and tower will drop here as well, with the Chaos Knight picking up the kill on the tower. Last hit, that is, of course, not really a kill. And it looks like Dare is not done just yet. Oh, arrow, dodged, nice. They want to continue pushing, they have got the trains, they've got Nature's Call level 2, in the meantime, push continues on the bottom lane as well. It would be entertaining if this turns into a base race, even though I don't think that will happen, but it would be funny. And the towers will go down on either side once again, so a nice trade. Both teams now get their gold for their supports, and just to have a bit of extra leeway to play with right now. Meantime, middle lane, Dragon Knight pushing in. I'm gonna make mistakes with that Dragon Knight, Chaos Knight, Omni Knight things, by the way, in team fights. Just be ready for it. I'll call out Knights. I'll just call Knights, and I'll be right like. I'll be right like 60% of the time. That will be good. Tier 3 tower, you know, who cares? Let's just go for the base. And it is only Shrek that is continuing to push. It is actually Nose that takes a lot of damage from the tower. He's a tango. But I still have to say 4 heroes here over there. And only now 1 on this bottom lane, even though he doesn't get any damage on this tower. It is still experience. We will see it going towards EG. That is just so clear that I don't know if that was worth it or not, that push on that tier 3, but they do get the tier 3 down to almost half HP, well, still not close to half, but still they get some damage done. Dragon Knight in the meantime popped his Dragon Form, was gonna try to get a kill up on his Invoker, but he was apparently not able to go for that. Invoker has almost got his 4-step complete, got his face boots already, and has got 25 last hits, while the Dragon Knight has got 25 actually as well, so nice for him. As well, that will be still a very even lane, In the meantime, the Chaos Knight, who had to have free farm bottom lane, was able to push as well. 38 for 8. At the same time, by the way, I have to note that Mirana in a way has had free farm as well. 1, she got a kill, that is nice. First blood going towards her, and 2, Omni Knight on the lane. He didn't really do all that much. I mean, he didn't deny anything. He's got 17 last hits, which is pretty impressive for an Omni Knight that's got free farm. Sorry, that was on a trial lane. Now he's got some last hits, so. He's got some levels as well, he's level 6. But yeah, it is still the Chaos Knight and the Dragon Knight that are ahead, with the Invoker in the midst of all of that as well. We have the gold graph, of course. I mean, I really you shouldn't be surprised about those numbers right there. And of course, well, that push with 4 kind of cost them on the experience, as I said, and that's going to be shining through most on this StarLadder, because they need that Ravage when that push is going to come in from AG, which it will be at some point. With all those Knights, and they need that Ravage to deal with that. They definitely do. In the meantime, top lane, we're gonna see Omni Knight using his ulti to try and get away from this one. Is gonna try to TP out, should be able to do so as well, and there he goes, a no kill for that one. 3 versus 1, and Omni Knight lives. Demon on a solo offlane on Omni Knight. It's got his what did he buy? He bought something, I think, or just got his he already got his Ring of Health. Maybe he just bought something before he TP'd out, just in case. Could be the case, obviously. We'll see though, and it looks like they're gonna go for this tier 1 tower, so that will be the first difference, real difference that we see in this game, apart from the first blood going off, and it will be the Dragon Knight that picks up that last hit on that tower. So extra gold for him now, making sure that he gets the advantage of the lane in general. And invisibility will be picked up by him as well, because he's got an empty bottle and he wants to fill it. Let's see when we are gonna see EG roaming around a bit more, because right now, I mean, if you look at the lineups, because I've been saying like over and over again that we'll see EG pushing at some point. But if you look at the carry potential of both teams, oh hello, long range stun on Grumpy. Tornado will still hit on Grumpy. Lashrak stun not hitting anything. Grumpy, one more hit from dying, and will he die? I think he will. There he goes. And then Dragon Knight picks him up. 3 seconds stun landing on nowhere, and that is actually the name of this invoker who's going to try to back off, and invisibility just in time. Tower will do some hits. It is Hawkeye that is going to be the next target. There is a Chaos Bolt up again, so he might get in range for that one, but he has to have vision first. Sprout, 4 seconds stun, bam, crit, dead. Fatal bombs are not going to be all that fatal coming up from Savadoom. Tornado will give him a chance to get away, but we'll be able to do so. No reality rip, 4 seconds. Now there could be a stun. There's a stun. That's the kill as well. Chaos Knight picking that one up. And it is Tidehunter that is going to try to get a kill up on this knight, but won't be able to do so. And that is a definite favor of EG. They just took down 3 heroes with not having any casualties for themselves. And the train of thought I was having before that was that if you look at the carry potential of EG's team compared to the carry potential of their, I mean, late game, I think it's going to be EG still in favor. So they don't really need to rush, I think. And of course they will want to, because that is just their playstyle that they're going to go for. They do play that fairly aggressive style with diving towers like they just did and go over kills rather than buildings. And they have the heroes to do that with as well. I mean, that's totally fine. But in theory, they don't really need to, depending on how this Mirana is going to do. Because Mirana is, like I said, she's been getting a fairly okay farm, and she's got that first blood, and she hasn't died just yet. And she's building towards her Yasha, I think, Mount South first, as we normally see Miranas go for. So that could still be a good hope for Dare. At the same time, they have to have good team fights as well with that, like with that Fatal Bonds, with that Ravage. It will. I'm thinking too far ahead, actually. Let's just see what's gonna happen. Too far ahead thinking is never good for you, and I'm always, you know, there's just so much that could happen still. So a big chance that I could be wrong as well. We do see with that fight just now, it's not a gold graph that we should be looking at, but it's the experience graph that is gonna spike, and it's just gonna go out of control. And again, that's gonna also come off from that EG has been having in one lane totally free farm for that Chaos Knight. And we look at the levels that will translate into this. Look at that. It is the Tidehunter as well as the Warlock that were able to that were on the tri-lane versus the Omni Knight, so they are still level 5. It is the Nature's Prophet that's been in the jungle for a long time, but Nature's Prophet doesn't farm that fast in the jungle. That's why we normally see him over other jungle heroes on the lane. Sorry, that's why we normally see him on the lane rather than in the jungle normally. Oh, EMP gonna still burn a lot of mana. Wait a minute, maybe they still want to go for this though. Yeah, there they go, Repel on there, 2 seconds stun on the Invoker. Test of Faith helping out, 1 more hit needed. Is it going to be a hit? Yes, there is. Chaos Knight picks him up, and it's going to be Nature's Prophet, it's going to be next one, and it's a pause. And Mirana paused. Why did Mirana pause? Did she not see what's going on? Why did we have a question mark? So many questions. And everybody of EG is here. It's 5 heroes from EG, and there's 2 heroes from there. I think that the Warlock is moving into the wrong direction. Hawkeye said he needs a pause. He has a spike. Now he has a go. So he's gonna die, I think. And there's not gonna be a reality rift just yet. No mana upon this Chaos Knight. He's using a bottle charge though. There's still gonna be a stun from the Dragon Knight, other knights. And yeah, Savadoom backs off again. Wise for him. He might have been able to go in should he be level 6, but he is level 5. So not able to do so. And he just turns around and continues going on Roshan. In the meantime, tier 3 tower is getting harassed. At least this is what Nose can do. Try to force out some TPs. Successfully so. There goes Demon. It's just one Omni Knight though. She still runs. Just the fear that this Knight is going to give him people. And I really think that that weapon looks like a music instrument. But that's okay. That is okay. It is an Omni Knight. Omni Knight can hit with whatever he wants to hit with. It looks like might be looking for some kills here. They're gonna find the Tidehunter, but it's nighttime, so they didn't really see him. He could prop Dragon form, and never mind, just the force I would do as well. Title Hunter, he is level 6, so he has to be continuously stunned. No, there's the Ravage, still happens. Anchor Smash well, Curse Lines, Dragonite might be in some trouble right now, and it's Title Hunter that goes down first. EMP goes down there, and it is the Chen that drops to the Marana, who was in his fight, but gonna get a reality Truth, leaps her way out of the trees though, and there is the level 6 from the Warlock. 3 second stun landing on the Invoker once more, while Marana drops to the Dragonite's breast because it's so bad. Invoker on the run will be able to be out in time. He still has his Invoke, so could go invisible. Cold Snap going off on Fear as he tries to back out from this one. We see 4 seconds. Stun once again up on the Nature's Prophet. Leshrac stun following up as well, but there's the damage to follow it up. Dragonite's breath once more, and there's the ulti from the Omni Knight. Tidehunter in the midst of this, all of this again, but he doesn't have an ulti anymore. Hand of God going through in the meantime. And I'm still following this because I'm not sure what Tidehunter wants to do here. He's just running around in circles. And the Dragonite's still here in this Dragon form, wants to go for something. TP incoming from Marana once again after she's back up alive. And right now, this is the moment where G backs off. I mean, yeah, they lost another Shrek in that fight. Warlock was able to pick him off, probably with his what's it called, Fatal Bonds. But it is once again a fight going towards EG. And once again, they don't get anything in return for it, though. I mean, no towers or anything. They, of course, had Roshan at the start of it. And Marana did get a kill in that fight, by the way, so that's quite nice for her, but she did die, and that should not really happen. 900 gold up on that in Warlock, and they need that combination with the Ravage, with the Warlock ulti, with the Fatal Bonds on there to go off, which is, of course, pretty difficult to do if you want to have Fatal Bonds, because Fatal Bonds on there is like, here we come, here comes the ultis, so it's pretty difficult to do, but they will still try it, and if they get that off, that will be EG definitely not really in favor for that team fight. At the same time, they have so many healing abilities. And as well as with the Guardian Angel, it's just so much that they can do against that. But we'll see if they're actually going to need it sometime, if they can get that combination off.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Fortification, they want to save this tier 1 tower from going down. Will they be able to do it? I think so. It looks like they might need to back off right now, because here comes Chaos Knight with a double damage through. EMP will go up, will burn away all of the mana, but the 4 second stun was first. Tornado going through, helping out, never mind. Warlock is dead anyway. It's going to be nowhere that drops as well. Chen picking up the last hit, and there is the Marana leap away. He's going to not be able to TP out. Actually got stunned by Leshrac. Marana, I thought you were safe. Leshrac picks him off though. And it is all 3 heroes that were on this bottom lane died. Warlock, Invoker, Marana, all dead. 3 heroes trying to push down this tower, and all died. Actually, Nature's Prophet was able to back out, but you know, he is a Nature's Prophet. He can just TP as lightning fast. And they are on the lane where all the towers are already dead, so they can't get a tier 2 tower, sorry, in return for that one. But maybe they want to go for tier 3. I mean, they still have 7 seconds before Marana's up again. Do they feel powerful enough? They still have the Hand of God. They still have the mechanism. And I think they could have a good chance as well. They're not even going to use the Edict for it. There goes the Repel. Chaos Knight can just re-outdrive whoever he wants. He lands a 4 second stun up on the Invoker. There's a Ravage coming off from Grumpy though, and the ulti, and the Bonds, Hand of God. And there's the Guardian Angel. Will it be enough? Grumpy on his way out again, but will be shut down by the Chaos Knight. It's going to be a stun on the Nature's Prophet. He will be forced to back up as well. These Fatal Bonds are actually quite annoying, by the way. Phantasm being used to help 007 get away from that one. And I do think that will be the end of it for EG, but they didn't lose any heroes there, by the way. They only killed off the Tidehunter. Even the Invoker was still alive. They did some damage on this tower, though. Not that much. And they just tasted a part of the power that Derek can have. And I do think the Fatal Bombs were only on there after the Ravage was already done, so a slight timing issue there. But if that would have been on there, I mean, that is just... yeah. I have to say, the Guardian Angel and the Hand of God and the Mechanism were there right in time, so they countered that pretty well. But still, they didn't get anybody down. They got pretty low and they had to back off before they were able to do what they wanted. Probably take down a tier 3 tower or get some extra kills and take down a tier 3 tower. So they know what they're up against. They have tasted it now. They can anticipate it maybe a bit more. Maybe try to bait out one of those abilities before going into that, knowing when every ability was still up. Because they just went in 5 versus 5, knowing that everything was up. So might see them changing it around this time and actually, ooh, arrow, boom. So they're not going to go in on it. Sorry, I had heroes levels up for a long time. We do see the EG going up, well, just being higher level. I mean, the lowest level up in EG is the same level as the highest level up on there, so that is quite painful. But it should be having up this one, where it says a bit clearly what the situation is of the game, where we do have, obviously, I mean, there were 3 lanes on EG. Chaos Knight, Dragon Knight, Only Knight, the Knights, and they all are top 3.
Dire's top tower is under
The nice strategy is working out for them. Edict going through tier 2 tower will drop, and that will leave only one tier 2 still standing on the game. At the same time, their tier 1 will go down the bottom lane, but that is only a small price to pay, as they are just continuing going. They know that they don't have to deal with a Ravage for a short while longer. The ulti of Warlock has a bit longer cooldown, but will be up in 29 seconds again as well. But they're gonna go up, repel there, so that the Chaos Knight can just hit on that. There is no Phantasm for him just yet. Edict helping out though, no fortification up. There's a 4 seconds on of Mirana, but they want to go for the tower. And it looks like Chaos Knight will be able to back out. There is the Fatal Bonds. We saw Grumpy wanting to go in there. They could go in there right now. But the repel is on there upon that Chaos Knight. 4 seconds on, 3 seconds on upon the Warlock. Ravage was there. Mirana ultimate, but there is the Guardian Angel. They don't find any heroes just yet though. Well, they find the Staff of Doom, as he was double stunned, and he will not die just yet. He is still alive. The one that will the Hand of God going through. It is a Tidehunter that drops first, and I can't believe that was after so long. It was a Tidehunter that dropped first. So long into that fight, and we just saw the Warlock as well as the Nature's Prophet being just picked off, and that was what they wanted to do in the first fight as well. And that will be an arrow up on the scepter, Hellcaller Yule Scepter up on the Only Knight, which he used instantly. 3 seconds on upon Mirana, but they came for the barracks, and they go for the barracks, and they get the barracks as well. And we think we're gonna see them back out once more, as everybody will be up alive again, up on there. We even see Fear. He doesn't care if he's TPing out inside the base, where he may be interrupted. Nope, he's just out of there already. So that is EG, 19 minutes in, taking the first Rex of the game. First set of Rex, I should say, and they are actually, as I said during the draft, when they start pushing, they don't really have to back off because they have so many healing abilities and stuff like that. And we don't see them back off. They're actually just going to go towards the tier 2 tower, last one standing on the side of there. And then they will just take it. There is no fortification anymore because that one just used during the last fight for the melee barracks. And Reality Rift, and no stun though. Leap was first. Gush still lands. And they're just gonna go in again, full HP, full mana. There's a Dragon Form once more, and they're just gonna go for it. No Phantasm, and they know they don't have to face a Ravage, nor an ulti from the Warlock, nor... Well, that's actually it. Mechanism will go through just because they kind of picked up Mirana. The Shrek destroyed a tower, and there goes Barracks as well. And there is very little that Derek can do against this. And when I say very little, I say like basically absolutely nothing. So they might be able to have the... Oh, never mind. It's going to be a 2 seconds done up on Hawkeye. They don't go in on it though. They want the Barracks first. They go for the Barracks. That is their main priority right now, and they get it as well. EMP will not hit up on the Only Knight because he was up in a tornado, well, in a Yule Scepter that is. Reality Rift, Staff of Doom, gonna be the target. He's already dead, not even an extra stun needed. Their Chaos Knight picking up the kill, and the GG gets called because there's nothing they can do. Hawkeye, 3 seconds stun, and EG just totally dominating this fight. 20 minutes, 18-3, and like I said, like, they just don't have to back off when they start pushing. It is just that kind of lineup. And there's really little you can do to stop it. If you are the lineup there, they don't have that hard carry that could potentially save them. Mirana just not having good enough start, and actually went for the Fusel Blade rather than anything else. Rather than the Mathasal, which I thought she was going to go for. But with the Fusel Blade is like an early game item with you versus lineup. Might not be the best choice, but anyway. She didn't get the firm anyway, so it might have been the only option that she had. And now there's Mega Creeps. We're waiting for the last one to disconnect from, there we go, from there, as we're waiting for the throne to explode. And we're gonna have another game after this one. After this one, it will be Virtus Pro versus Tough Bananas. That's gonna come up next. My name is Sheever. I am a Ghost of Gamers caster. If you want to support me, I would very much like it if you subscribe to my YouTube, youtube.com/SheeverGaming. That is the best way to support me at the moment. We're going for 5K subscriptions. And one other time, the disclaimer, I am not an official caster for StarLadder. You can find those on Own TV. And yeah, well, thank you for watching. And also, of course, oh, there we go, boom. Because I know there might be people watching without sound, because this was the only English cast, and some people might not have their stream working on own, so that is why people would watch that muted, or they have 2 streams up at the same time, which they should be having because you don't want to miss anything. And there is 2 games at the same time every day for StarLadder. So yeah, well, we have another game coming up. Stay tuned for that one, and yeah, don't go anywhere. That's basically everything I want to say.